Alright, I made a couple videos explaining this over and over again. I have a video called "A Stretched Mind to an Unstretched Mind," explaining the weird things of being gun pointed and being in a position to protect others. And what I was saying was, you know when you have someone gun pointed, I forgot what movie it was when they go, "Pah! I got you" type things, okay? You know? You dig what I'm saying? So, it's just crazy because I keep saying over and over again. I have so many videos on YouTube. Alright, so in the end, everybody understands how the world works. Why? Because my videos on YouTube are not getting the stereotype of how we think life views. It's the shadow followers are in trouble, and I'm a great definition of the mob and mafia, and people are in trouble with the mob and mafia. So that being said, as I got many videos on YouTube and etc., I come together today after having a video, after posting things on social media and explaining this environment is not a someone respecting personal space, okay? At all, okay? So, that's what this is about. This is because, if I can talk to somebody that can be fired and they act like they can't be fired because they're jealous of the guy that does their job so great, or the owner or the entrepreneur of the facility, he is out they goddamn mind from the orientation that they said they wasn't, and they only said that shit to. So that being said, if I can talk to people that need to be fired, over and over again, I need to make an example out of people that can be in my predicament, Lord forbids, for that same situation. Okay? So I say this because, I'm about to put my mask on. You dig? So, now my mask makes sense. You feel me? Because, they mask on type things. So, that all being said, watch this. I want y'all to look at this real quick. Remember, my hair makes sense. Okay? Alright. Right. Okay. Y'all heard that, right? Okay. Woo, got extra quiet. Huh. You hear that? But you heard that. However that happened, it's however it happened. But the synchronicity proves the world to nobody's eyes but the most scariest person in trouble playing the denial game. It's right. You hear it, right? You see the connection? You see the connection? Because this is not funny, okay? I don't give a damn about popularity. I don't give a damn about looking like the cool football player that used momentum from being a kid or they couldn't play. I don't care about couldn't play as a kid because parents didn't care, right? Because the people that get where I'm coming from and why I'm making this video are not assuming those things. So I don't care about this whole stereotypical whomever it came from, probably the troubleshooter and real lawyers, real esquires that looked out for the real scouts, and the more than sports, more than just a job saying in the military's land. But me calling up places and they be like, oh, you don't you don't etc, you don't know that this is the military land? Oh yeah. So you don't know you're working for the military? Oh no. Well, it's because you're in trouble with the military. You dig? So, as we can see, you see where the attention, you see the thing, everything coming together now for what Miss said. Now, we're going to leave an empty space. What would y'all do if when you started the live, or you're just doing your normal live, then you go outside and you walk around, and when you come back, no, you go outside, you walk around, I don't see nothing. It's a guy with a mask. And then when you're coming back in, the person narrating is the one that hit the thing. And then when you start talking about this is not a normal scenario, the person come out and start moving things. You get what I'm saying? So, like me said, me dealt with multiple situations. This is not no, I am a mad customer. I am Ghost Recon. Okay? So, the gist of this whole video, which we just made a bigger statement with what I'm saying is, me don't even hit push-ups. Me. So like me saying, I don't care about the oh my God, everybody that listens to the military live a great world, live a great life. He listens to the military the most. He listens to the military principles the most. You dig? I don't care about that. That's not what this is all about. Me hearing riding in reverse. We know everything, but we're not riding in reverse this time. So let's try to start a function or start a problem. And then me hearing I'm going to have to deal with the same thing from riding in reverse, because nobody in the world didn't start coming to the military without making a position and riding reverse. Other words, being tesseracted. You dig what I'm saying? Getting a job, tesseracted that they'll do a good job, or be tesseract citizen arrested to leave, because no one just leaves like deers in the crossing road type things. And that's where Lions work come in. So I'm gonna say this because I don't know if the video is picking up the music, but the music is very ugly. It's very hideous. It's not good music. Of hearing why I just froze what Miss said. So that's what Miss saying. Like, this is not funny. This is not a joke. If this was your crib riding in river area, keep getting congested because I'm at the point, right? You dig? So if this is whoever, listen, the military own this land. So whoever fucks with the military, done stains with the military, and big bank with the military is the owner. Okay, so this was their house right in reverse. You feel me? With privacy whenever they had privacy, or press play when they had privacy. This is still their house. So if it's dot bought of a party or population, that when people that got hired from that person can't claim their land, crazy. It's crazy. So now, my whole situation was to prove, where am I going to go off of privacy? If there was a place for privacy, I'ma go. But no, right. I have videos on YouTube of me dealing with authority. I don't have to bring up what live social media I'm on, and then went live on multiple. The atmosphere, the same as me going outside, and it's not a regular situation, but it's echoing someone. It's paying conscious peekaboo on everybody, so it makes a telepathy that, oh, we hear you and you hear us. And they say that to authority. No, we're authority. You hear us type things. And it's like, what the hell is you talking about? Authority to the land. No, we authority to the land. Was you the authority before them? Well, you're older. Was you the authority? You just said they was the authority of the land the whole time, and you're trying to evict the authority of the land. So once again, simple, okay? It's just a simple predicament. When we speak the truth, it sound like attitude. We talk too much of the truth, so the one that's squatting for that, because we say it all the time in the atmosphere, so we're going to take a moment of silence. But you got to get the mood to this peak, or us as a whole don't care. So now, obviously, this is the thing. Obviously, your people care what you say. Obviously, my people that aren't really my people don't care what you say. You dig? That's what the atmosphere is saying. It's like, okay, who's my people? The authority that you... So you're saying because me was responsible and my people always responsible, that don't count. Like when because you're trying to use that slogan of moment of silence, so we can get the what moment of silence before. So you're taking advantage of the saying that person's just agreeing with you. With people that are agreeing because you meet the requirements of 1 + 1 = 2 for taking care of what they would want in the first place. You dig? That's stupid. That's stupid as hell. So, now, that being said, what I am going through is not, just because it's neutralized don't mean you don't treat it like the way of if it was not neutralized. You dig what I'm saying? That don't make sense. You feel me? This energy in the atmosphere, like I said, is proof that me did not stop getting followed. First, it was, you need proof. Okay, the proof is, why you yelling? Why you yelling? Still yelling. Can't come and have a therapeutic moment because someone's mad. Someone's trying to prove they're not mod. It's not, we're both mod. It's someone's mod and wants an alibi for it. And someone's trying to prove they're not mod. They deal with things like this all the time and they can give an example, but you know that. So you're just going to keep yelling and talking and proving your mod that you lost. So then the thing was, okay, you're saying all these things that you think you beat me to the punch where court needs to be, because you want to go to court like you did when you got a chance on the military line before. And you're doing, like I said, you're doing the thing where, the military, of course the military agreeing with you. They're not the military. Okay, but do you know what you just said? No one thinks you speak regular English. No one thinks you speak first generation English. You sound stupid and childish. You just said the people that you sign papers for and is away and give help to people agree with me, and they're not the military. You got your own weapons. That's what you said. So every time I keep talking about leveling up in the world, okay, so that's simple. So, like, you feel me? So what we're dealing with is a whole situation about how people are not respecting. You see how I can't go loud more with my bass because it's scary and it's real. And then the atmosphere from me talking on that peak already was scary. So now I'm talking with my bass. Someone's talking under my breath. Because you know when someone be like, hey, gang, hey, gang. Like, hey, bro, you can't do that, man. Like, you're walking past them in the streets. There's no mileage to the thing. It's infinite. So, like, that's what me showing when me walked outside. Okay? So, people done that and think they have an alibi for losing. And, the satellites see where the linear breaching at, the daydreaming they do, everywhere their energy is, where they're not trying to claim, but they look stupid on satellite, and they know they look stupid, so they're in the satellites like, while they're over somewhere else doing, shuffling through things, they're somewhere else in the satellites, waiting to talk and mark things. That's what the situation is. That's what I always bring up Ghost Recon. So, that being said, this is not a laughing matter. Like I said, as we're 10 more minutes in, or almost 10 more minutes in, every day we keep hearing about history repeating. And it's like, history is only supposed to repeat when it's a good thing, like a kid, a descendant becoming valedictorian like their ancestor. No one's talking about history repeating, and it's a bad thing. No one's talking about history repeating of not respecting who the owner is. And so he gonna have to go through a clash of people not caring and listening again. No one's talking about that. We're talking about the world is more difficult where that could happen, but that descendants or own or person with that having a past life did it again. So, because like me was saying about it's been echoing in the atmosphere. Me don't care about none of that, okay? It's had me, you feel me? Someone trying to tell me the manual bookkeeping, you didn't fix the manual bookkeeping in our eyes. You didn't 5G tower us. You didn't get the military to beat our ass to respect them things. So you can't claim them things until this ass whooping comes, and then you can come back later from wherever that domino effect is. No, that's what I'm talking about it now, okay? So, that being said, I don't care about if that happens. It's about leaving and the, hey, who you think you is, man? Gang, still going on. That's what it is, because that means you know who me is, right? You know who I am. You know what to do. You know what to do. You know 1 + 1 = 2. Because if me leave, me gonna leave out of threat, thirst, and coercion, and no one wanted to talk about why I'm not supposed to leave. And that's, like I said, that's fine and dandy because karma is karma. Now, am I going to still get followed because I know karma is karma? So that's the problem, okay? So, I don't, like I said, I don't know if y'all can hear the music, but it's him just screeching because karma's karma, and he's mad because he wants to be able to call himself the things that he don't want to give me credit for. And no one cares, okay? So there's a such thing as community family, such thing as blood family, there's such thing as family, there's such thing as ancestral family, which goes with astral, okay? So once again, who is this dude to me? A community brother that y'all been using to stare with the community mother. And then traffic got so bad from the way right and reverse went. We just took the word community off and stamped it like the ancestral thing. Now, me got a whole goddamn ID. Me got a whole ID now. Because y'all want to stamp me for not being, for want to stamp that me can't claim my military stains. But y'all got locked up for things and calling on me the same way. But me only this, man. Right? But you got locked up, right? This boy got locked up and got his ancestral tree. He not related to the chief that released him, right? I think, I am. So that's what I'm saying, right? We know that guy is old. I'm only 26, right? You feel me? Look at the picture. Where it me take the picture? Somewhere where the troubleshooting of the gladiator doing sports and all the things was known. Like me just tesseract it down and they just played that dumb and me did it again. So that's why my picture look like that. And niggas is like, oh yeah, me got death resurrection under God's surveillance. So, we're waiting for death, resurrection, under God's surveillance, drugs to goddamn run out. No, we're not waiting for them things. We're speeding it up. No, we're not. So, that being said, as an establishment of where I'm coming from, as I have millions of videos that are known already, because I have the shadow followers before 26 that are calling me only 26 while we still can go with the game. And then the presidential talk. That's, you feel me, where it sounds like they're arguing with the president. You feel me? Whoever gets that much clout money, obviously is the real president. Donald Trump had the same amount of clout money as me. You dig? Joe Biden don't got no clout money. He asking the military to help him. So, that being said, presidential talk. What is that? Well, my sister said, y'all can't be too loud. She right. That's presidential talk. They're saying people watching are trying to start something. So when they're like, oh, the president didn't do this, people watching are trying to start something. This is not your crib. People watching are trying to start something. You feel me? It's a difference of you never built the shit. Don't know who built the shit. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. So people watching are trying to start something. So that's what presidential talk is. That's what, you feel me? So the problem, the whole problem is, me still about to do something, right? Because me forgot to do something like a fool, like, you know. Or people watching are trying to start something. But it has something to do with right here. And grabbing one of these, because me got to say a lot, even though when all this clout money is gone, the atmosphere is going to speak for itself, how bad it is in the air and how it's already technology wise. So, like me always say, me tell people, you ask me anything, me can answer. Ding, 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 ding. Me glow in that. Me didn't have to come out my mouth. But people watching want to start something. So, you know, when you have to say it that bad, when it's saturated already, that it's known, adoy, you're saying it to say, when you get out of this clout, don't call me. Because you know it's not going to be a yes or no for anything that's not on the same pedigree of how fast me want to go. Me not going to juggle more. Me not going to slow down. Anything that me would have gifted some other person with, you don't fall in that category no more of customer service. So, you know, this all being said, me cannot talk to my community brother. That's rude to call my brother a community brother. But guess what? My sisters can call me a community brother. But you see when I said my sisters can call me a community brother, it also said, oh, that's also my bloodline, astro, ancestor, etc. But when I say this brethren can't be called a community brother, we don't have nothing. That's not me saying you're not. You are not. That's just the truth. That's Halls of Amanti, Emerald Tablet, 1 + 1 = 2. Corrections. But you made up the rules because who gives you credit for them? When it's just 1 + 1 = 2, but that's what these, like me said about the majority rule type thing, like that beats things when bills can get voided with the right people in the office. Even if, and y'all want to do, me said it already, that's not enough. So, clout money. So that being said, same, like me said, my sisters can call me a community brother. They can call my sisters community sisters. They help the community. So, that being said, we put the two and two together. That it's simple. I'm not gonna play with these fools, right? So, y'all know a high rank technique, as you know, me not gonna come out my mouth until me is in a background. Like me said, me not going to give no other customer service. So you dig? So say like this. We at the park, we're barbecuing. Me not talk about barbecuing where we're at the crib, but when we come to the park, me gonna talk about barbecuing. Me not care how mad they make you. Me not care what you say. It's not going, what me not need to say. Me gonna bring what my energy of respecting Mother Nature, right? Because, you know, y'all got your own opinions. And give me 2 cents. Like, it could have been said at the crib, but me not that type of person. Me the type of person that go with the vibe. Me don't go against the vibe of the military. Okay? That ruled the world for eternity before you existed and started claiming your own military. So me go by that vibe and me able to say more, talk about my consciousness, like everybody else that respects the military, and be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give me 2 cents here, there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You feel me? So that being said, the vibe got to a point that me can talk about this and it's respecting people to a point of me always stay out the way. Me could have talked about it any type of way, anytime, and it will still be super, super respectful. It will be disrespectful to come under my breath like people doing. I say, hey, yo, team. But me put the emphasis that me stay out the way before me talk about things. So me stay out the way, but me at the barbecue, me'll talk about the barbecue. So you dig? So that's what me trying to say. Me speak legalese for a long time now. Okay? That's all it is. But me known as a pirate. Okay? Pirates of the Caribbean told me can use my accent, me waited. So that's all me trying to say now. Okay? Kingdom Hearts, Pirates of the Caribbean 2 game in the game. So you get what me saying? As me the controller freak. So, everybody like when me play video games because it's just a cell phone, just a me. Hey, wait, hey, it's okay. Skirt, 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 skirt. Ding, 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 ding. And that's what the disrespectful things after we just skirted past and they say, oh, I found you. Hey, yo. So simple, right? So, a high rank skill in the military is, okay, first the medieval was there, which ended the silent war. And because the silent war was about before translations came into existence and it was just consciousness. And then they're teaching to a sacred geometry of whatever team they want to look like. Like, you know, I mean, I have to say it, you dig? Zitches, eyes, So that being said, as Zamain been my name a long time ago, and now I'm 17 again. So you know how life work is. Everybody that was in the military, and you know the military is owned by one family, and gave other people chances to be in the community. So Area 51, me not have to say it. Me know the family, the community. You feel me? The community family. You see how they in my bloodline when me said that too, and they're not. Okay. So that being said, as this consciousness peekaboo game, and we know what me did. You dig? We know. Me been doing it. Me been upheld. Me can't release myself, right? Let that settle in. But me can release y'all, right? So me doing Esquire work because me can't release myself. Okay. That being said, so we could understand what me meant. The medieval was what military was called first. They ended the first war, and then made every other war it just a dialect of citizen arrests. Because the like Mick been telling people, the first war was the silent war. The military from Pangea is still here. All that hopping was erosion from the because of physical, mental, spiritual, and metaphysic and astral of that same military base from Pangea and spreading. And it was just the name of the culture. Just like bosses cycle in, that's the name of the culture that cycle in for the lawn. So all these names was names of the lawn when it was known as one continent before. Like Egypt was known, all down to the city, down to you from microism, macroism. You dig what I'm saying? As above, so below, as when and without. All them things. Simple. I'm on that know this much. Because a traffic, me not the owner. That's called threatening. No, it's not. We're the owner. No, you're not. You can't tell me your past life has more education than my past life, since me can't claim a whole age. Me only say in past life to not argue and keep saying me older than 26, me older than 26. All me did was, but me did use that to finally retire from work and make military a gangbanging thing because y'all don't respect it as a hospital. So, you know. Because like me said, me tell people about Martin Luther King. I integrated my people in a burning home. Ride in reverse. Ding, 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 ding. Where we at? We're press play from ride in reverse. That's all we're going to. The destination. We know where personal space is. You're not respecting personal space to press play because you didn't tesseracted that you're going to do your work or be citizen arrested out. So, that being said, falling, you feel me, as we're translating the medieval of silence, and then we put their whole education to the entrepreneurship to rank up other people, was known as the highest technique. Okay? So, the family of the military family from the medieval, from the ancestor being medieval before military, and vouch everybody as military, and they work hard to still be known as medieval too. Are the species of falling. Man, I can't really talk about anybody because it's not an easy technique. So, you know, it's called falling. You dig what I'm saying? So, you dig. So, you know, every principle of a job gets the respect of falling. Doesn't mean you're falling. You just get the respect because in like the culture, the name of one continent is still here. That presence is still there. So, you know, when you chill with a cool kid and the cool kid protect you, that type of things. So, that being said, you can't mess with the doctor because the ancient doctor's falling. You can't mess with the deputy because the ancient deputy is falling. You can't mess with the owner because the ancient owner is falling. Weed is illegal because the person that made weed is falling. Now that's not on the common law thing of the military. That's what they're against the military thing. So we have yellow pages, we have rumors, and now we have the internet connecting those things. And traffic, ta-da. We got that you're doing things against someone falling because they should die while they fall. Okay, so that being said, because me know my age, me seen Fierce Identity Link, and me was supposed to be furious, but I'm like, what? Whoa. Me see me heat wave, what you mean? Me can't even think about where that visualization is coming from, because me falling and y'all linear breaching make technical difficulties, when really it's just, if we know, we know. So, you know, it's just the heat wave is, oh, now we see it now, because who is from DBZ? The military, animes and all of that was talking about the military in a more, they have emotions too, even though they militant. So now that we see what it be, the problem is they know all of these things. So this is more of reading the Bible, and say, you know, when they read the Bible and then the person has to start yelling because people are talking under their breath and they see the hatred build, and he said, well, when y'all came in here, y'all told me y'all did not have ball karma, y'all wasn't going to build ball karma astrally by sitting here. If y'all astral projected leave, where the military got its satellites formed so you can travel multiple ways, because, you know, y'all died by the military, and y'all didn't, you know, you didn't learn from the military, from the linear. You learned from the military, from the multi-dimensional, because you died and it was on probation. White flag probation. So, that being said, now y'all just said fuck the white flag probation, and y'all claiming to be family but not in the community. Don't make sense, because everybody in family, if not family, blood family, is in the community. And everybody that's blood family, but in the community, because it's what? Their community, right? Okay. So that being said, to show you, inventions was made strictly by the military, and however probation worked, right? Ding, ding, ding. The highest ranked chief, like me said before, has been arrested because of these traffic things that y'all still trying to say. What? What's he talking about? No, not at all, right? Because like me said, we're going to go more than 50 minutes now. And technical difficulties are what me said, right? So now that we understand what falling means, me not just standing here. Me falling. Me didn't say my rank, y'all did. Simple. No roof? Oh, well, what that make me, man? So, that being said, me falling. Oh, me keep hearing these things in my falling. No, there's no, wait, no, you're fighting me while me falling. You dig? So, easy, right? So court became a visualization thing when it was a simple, okay, me working a 9 to 5 with the falling ancient cashier. You can't talk to the ancient cashier. You can't talk to me. No, you're working with you're not falling. You're there so you can talk. That's why you got the job, to talk, because the ancient cashier cannot talk. If you try to talk to him, he's going to shoot you with the falling. Show you how the military work. Go ahead, synchronize the things. So, that being said, I'm going to work headset with the ancient voice on the headset that's falling. That does every job. The ancient guy that do every job. So now, let me put 2 and 2 together. We know that every job is occupied already by the most ancient person falling. Mr. Miyagi of the military, which is not going to teach nobody but wax on, wax off, and y'all haven't learned the falling skill or anything close to even think that you'll learn the falling skill. You dig? So that being said, you dig? You get what I'm saying? You hear it? Y'all hear it, right? Stupid. You're hearing white. Y'all probably didn't hear him wipe his feet. Brought the mic in from outside to wipe his feet on it to say fuck you. To whom? He better not be saying it to. See? So it is what it is, man. We know what's going on. So that being said, the ancient person worked every job since me speak in third person. Traffic is so bad. He cannot go places, right? Let it echo. He cannot go places. He's falling. Yeah, he know how to juggle a lot while falling. He work every job and more jobs getting made by him. And he's the smartest man in the world. But he's falling. We can take advantage of somebody falling. The owner's not on the lease. He's falling. The owner can't go get a key from his front office. I think we win there, but I think me win because, you know, men not threatening the owner not to be able to go get his own things out of his place for falling. So you need to listen to me because me not that bad in the predicament. And then, you know, me be like, well, you know, he got to get me off the balcony. No, that's not how it go, right? You dig? So, that being said, okay, you dig? So, it ain't not a thing to make a song, yeah. Because the one that made every song is falling. That's called copyrights. Falling is copyrights. You didn't put it in paperwork. The man is falling. What you mean you didn't put it? Who told you about paperwork? I don't know. I read about it. I heard people. But then I was like, wait a minute. I think that's an alibi we could use. What? Listen, the ancient person falling is the most ancient person. How did they copyright clicking noises and things like that? Or they pulled up? The ancient person. He's falling. Me not see it. Me want to see it from your sky vision. Then me give you credit for falling. But me falling. Me know that. Okay. So, that being said now. So, like, let me explain the things. Atlantis is advanced. We know that, right? It's old. We know Atlantis is old, but we know it's advanced. We know Asia is advanced. It's old, but we know it's advanced. We know African people that are advanced are Haiti, you know, Kemet, Egypt, but it's a city now. So guess what now? Ancient people are advanced. The most ancient person is falling. That's what it's called. The most lethal weapon of ancient Mr. Miyagi is falling. He's gonna fall and break your neck. He's gonna fall, right? Because it's one of the either. He's gonna fall and level 1 Glock you. He's gonna fall in level 2 Glock you, level 3, -0, whatever the things you know about it. Of walking. He's falling. When he's walking, he's still falling. So you can't just approach him. Who are you? There's multiple people that can. No one's telling you to talk to other people on the balcony because the guy's still falling and should listen. No, he's not going to listen to y'all. Mr. Miyagi don't just help everybody. We know that. You seen Karate Kid. So, that being said, go find someone who walking in the position of the ancient falling. The ancient walking guy that's falling. Oh, they probably not gonna want to talk. Well, use them since you don't know how to use common sense and see. You can't talk to them. You need to therapy. You need to go somewhere and stop talking to people that are trying to intrude. Because that's how the man ended war, the silent war. What you're waiting for? You dig? Me falling. So they like, you want me to be like, bitch, you know me falling, right? Me finna swing on you. But me dead. So like me saying, man, I'm crazy. Falling, resurrection, probation, falling, everything. That whole energy of ancestors is deadly. And you know, you're in that simple math when they be like, oh, elders or oh, this school is deadly. We're like, well, there has to be either that's the deadliest school or there has to be a deadlier school. Okay? The most deadliest person, the most is falling. You dig? Me worked, right? We're not gonna talk too much because you dig? Me went from third person. Me gonna have to go back to third person if me go back on them things. But obviously, me talking about being a secret shopper from what? Because they what? Okay, because if you fall, do y'all want someone to laugh at you? No. So, while someone's doing the military slang translation of what medieval silence was, and still going to the point that he stayed away from people because they couldn't speak his body language, and then when a language came out, which called Zaw, they couldn't speak Zaw, and then when another language came out to what's out now, in Spanish was still people couldn't speak Spanish, but English was the translation from hieroglyphs. So English was enough. And now, guess what? The medieval person from silence, before it was translated, called falling, is still doing these things in its ancient language that it has to claim because that's the whole thing that come out. Y'all saying y'all know English better than him. He can't claim his number one continent owner of the military giving people a rank because, you know, like I said, it started as natives. That's where the word chief came from. And then, obviously, the owner is the one that give him, Mr. Miyagi is the one that give him respect for becoming a black belt. So obviously, the ancient Mr. Miyagi is an unregistered black belt for the slang, you dig? So, that being said, this is not a laughing matter, right? You know, like me said, we're about to go 50 minutes from what we came from, and y'all may still have to intertwine more. Inform more, teach more. So like, let me say this, right? So the most ancient person was smart as hell. They didn't go, sugar, all rocks, they hurt my teeth. They didn't do that. It was common sense of 1 + 1 = 2 when he knew 1 + 1 = 2 and went crazy. So then it was like, oh, descendants. Oh, descendants can be my ancestors. Oh, I don't have to be known as the oldest. Oh, all of these things. Oh, but me still the oldest. Me gonna hold on to it as my badge. Oh, time continuums, things like that. Matrix, humidity control, camouflage, fogs, threats, invisible, translucent, fogs, hidden, a hidden attack, sneak attacks, fogs. That's all the thing is, clout and fogs. So, you know, people talk about, okay, a hidden attack with another military or things like that, or silent war or shit like that, you know. Matrix. Okay, what they say Matrix, you know, now that me say fogs, we're holding on to this thing, but no, we say Matrix and we think about indoctrination, you dig? We think about the people trying to start the new world order to an old world order. We think about computers taking over, things like that. So, but when we say fogs, then we understand Matrix. We understand Ghost Recon. We understand humidity control. Someone can be right next to me in the humidity control. Ghostbusters, things like that. So, Ghost Recon wise, no one's standing right just next to me. Okay, who can I thank? Oh, me finna say it, but then it sound like, okay. So that being said, as we see, we got the astral out the way to an extent, and it's just the physical zones. You feel me? The fog, the humidity control, the gravity control, humidity control, and the real authority on my side. But everybody that think they can fake it to make it, that's where my problems is. So that being said, is me not getting treated as the Zitterin, you dig? Is okay. Like Avada Kedavra, me falling, you feel me? The ancient person, Avada, the curse spell, ancient person, falling. So that being said, because, you know, falling is a crazy technique. Someone running can beat someone doing the military technique falling. But, you know, the family has learned from the family of the ancient person falling, learned and hold a lot of strength to being with that man. And he's the fastest even falling. So now the sun is more of a portal. Fire, you dig? Hold on. Let me explain it to somebody. See, like, how do you jam the guns? Because me falling, man. But me not going to go into all of that. So, look how me flick this thing, right? Left to right. Falling. Oh, y'all saw it. You want me to put it in the fist Disney link, hon? Yeah, right, hon, you right? So let me put it in my right, hon. So, now, falling. Fist Disney link is falling. Falling. That's how guns jam, man. All that, how fire can be in gases, you know. Why I kept wiping my nose? Because someone in my sky vision is playing with me falling. Because, you know, me nah sleep. Me nah got no sleep. Ever. What that make me, man? Crazy, right? So, that being said, that me seeing everything when me close my eyes because me want to make that Glock from falling. Because me been through it already, so we might as well put another tab. So simple, right? And me still falling, so you know the satellites can do the chronological time of who me is. And let me say about how long me going. Okay? So this is how guns jam. You dig? You see that sparkle? You see the sparkle? I don't know if you're the snap crackle. You dig what I'm saying? You dig? You see the sparkles? That's humidity control, man. The satellites calibrate where it's coming from. Because satellites can see into houses, right? And we're giving them another view so they don't get flicked off the way they would have been in a videotape. So look. You dig? You see the sparkles? You probably don't. But you see the fire. You feel me? The sun. The humidity control. Falling. You see? You see how that go like that? Okay. So that being said, right? All that whole time we didn't illustrated all them things. So like me said, me was known in the Gladiator Dome. Me was known being a secret shopper. Me was known as being the ghost of the cribs. Me still that. Me left the Gladiator Dome. Me troubleshooted houses catching in fires while falling. So we know that because that's not funny. Pain. You dig? It's not funny to laugh at people's pain. So, you know, unless they deserve it. You feel me? It's not funny to laugh at somebody that went through pain on accident. It's funny to laugh at someone that's the mythology stupid. So that being said, falling. Me can't do my hair because me falling. And y'all play with my senses because me falling. Me claim my senses. I can go, ayo, like me was saying so long ago. Because me falling and me do that with there's still silence. Y'all act like me didn't do it because I go ayo with falling. But you know, I think that's more painful. I think that's a bigger disclaimer than just going ayo. But me'll tell y'all what that falling sound like, right? That's what me'll tell you. So, as me wiping my nose, because someone's not controlling their scent, and they saying me can't claim to be that smart, even though me never sleep. Y'all sleep before, boy. You can't tell me you've never sleep before, boy. Only few people can claim they went a spawn like mine and did not, and you dig? And then, oh, there we go again with the moment of silence of what I can claim with me claim. Because I said a few, because me just talking about family, obviously, you know. And there's other families. So, you know, it was to put few in another definition derogatory-wise. So, that being said, as me talking as the leader of disease and things like that, the world is all together and beautiful, and people sleep. And the most ancient person has never slept before. Just done the matrix, the Da Vinci, the mathematics of what sleep means. Not really go to sleep because, you know, just like a lion might lay down and meditate to let its lioness be able to sleep in children. Obviously now it's clicking why that guy has not slept yet. So if you don't get your spoiled, ungrateful, naughty, no, hey, swaggy up, whatever the thing you think you are, away from me. Till think me had to talk to somebody while me falling. And me talk to you multiple times in legalese. First of all, this is what really got me, right? Me falling. If a nigga try to test me, me off him. Put a hole in his head, he a dolphin. That's right, me not get to work up and live a regular life. Because that's not fair to be that rich. That's all it is now. This ain't being able to beat everybody's ass. It's richness. Me wish me was you. Me going on social media. People respect it. People wish they was me. And then they bother people because they have their own richness from that. Since we're calling that wealth now. So that being said, me falling. Me don't care. But you know what really got to me was, like me said, me wrestled, me falling. You know? How to beat the man falling. Oh, try to hit where we see him falling at. I'm like, whoa, the humidity is 4K, man. What, the... What time foolishness, nuisance thing. Consciousness peekaboo. Oh, there we go. My eye. Let me play basketball. Oh, he gonna fall into the hoop. Shoot the hoop. Shoot it. I know, because you know, me going for the gladiator things. Let me go play some football.
Okay, this is a hard sport, alright?
What the hell? Wide receiver and linebacker. What about wide receiver and cornerback? Okay, it's cool. Me like the middle anyway, you know. Me can't see. Shut up, man. Me can see a lot. No. Me can't see, and you're falling. We can put two and two. No, we can't, man. Get the hell away from me. Coach. Okay, me hear it. Coach. Falling, right? Right? You dig what me saying? The ancient coach is falling. If you can't talk to them, don't talk to me, thing. Okay. Well, you can't talk to them either, though. When can you talk to owners? How did you skip all them owners and went to the ancient falling one? Man, your face, though. Me didn't lose no stars. Cool. Right. Okay. What is it? Me know it. It's just falling. We can use it. Shut up. Alright, we're gonna move you to Sam. Cool. Me get it. Someone's following me, man. Me get a refresh. Shut up. Alright, we're gonna move you to Will. Cool. We get. Move you about the mic. Oh, cool. We move you to run about. We know it's good, alright, receiver though. Doing good at running back too. Who did that run right there? Me not gonna lie, Zemaine did. Zemaine did. Because me falling, right? Me did it. Me did. The nigga try to test me off him. Put a hole in his head, he a dolphin. So, you know. Oh, that kid, Paul. That's when they gave me respect. Because they want to give me respect for my past life. But then they clicked it. They clicked them two things together. And it was like, oh, the kid falling can damn sure tackle Michael Vick. Okay. I'm 6 years old. Okay, 7. Now we new city. Me the kid that can tackle Michael Vick. Growing. It's growing. Me still working on it. Me showing me senses how me calibrating crowd control, talking clock type things. Moving, going with it, moving, still killing it. Showing why me can't play soccer. Same falling mockery. But have other people that know me from my past life and my whole 1995 in Norcross to me move was telling me, man, cool kid, me remember my past life. Oh, you only remember it because you're wealthy. Wealthy? Yeah, because you're the one falling. What the hell is this ludicrous type thing? So why you talking to me? You want to steal my money? Shut up. So now, okay, you know, now getting them into sports, me cold, Because, same reason, same thing. Moving around, going outside, talking to people. Found somebody else falling but Ghost Recon. And they can thank me for keeping them on their feet while they was falling to this predicament. Move, best friend. Oh, carry on with no for falling, Ghost Recon, but me the faller. Me stood in two places at the same time. Cause me that kid. Me been chilling, trying to get out of traffic because me broke the matrix type things. So my twin flame obvious type things. It's obvious, your twin flame, you're falling, they falling, they dyscalculate, you're dyscalculate. Troubleshooting never stop. Words before English type things. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, man, high school. Let me get to a safe zone. Me falling. Okay, me gotta pass the classes just like elementary preschool. It was quick to 100 with falling, so it showed that's the same efficiency me should come with if y'all not trying to attack me falling like y'all did with wrestling. Same thing, high school. Same thing, calculus. Same thing, Miss Hallidays got locked out the crib and me falling. Me getting called up from getting locked out the crib and me falling. You dig? Me on a unicycle. Me getting yelled at. Me getting my dreads pulled. Me getting upheld. Me looking at the camera. They say, oh, the guy falling on it. And me look, shut up. But me not gonna say shut up. Oh yeah, the falling chief. Yeah, exactly. Falling chief. Dum, falling. Dum, falling. Dum, falling. Falling. Dynasty warriors, hero warriors, samurai warriors, One Piece pirate warriors. Falling. Entrepreneurship falling. Falling. Smoking weed. Who made weed? The person falling. Yeah, I just sold some weed. Falling. Oh, you need some weed? Yeah, falling. I'm trying to get this off. Falling. They trying to kill me. Falling. They trying to kill me when me falling. Felt stupid to let me back up. Falling still. How'd you get over the fence? Me not fall. Me falling and get over the fence. Me know y'all can do it. Falling. The owner's falling. This the thing we're talking about the harshest thing that me was saying earlier. Okay, so let me say it. Me talk to fire authority when they're on the balcony, so they're gonna go back in there with their guns and hold their hand on their hip. Like, don't tell me to leave, things like that. Me want to talk to the one falling. Probably watching the video like when me say, you don't want to watch the video with me right now because you see me falling. Me know that before me see you. That's what me said. Me crazy because me falling. Well, how a citizen arrest works is if we can stop you from falling so we can grab you, then we're gonna grab you and be like, yeah, you was that bitch. What Mr. Falling can't do a citizen arrest? Well, that's not what we're doing. Oh, that's not what we're doing. No. But me call Drew. All right. Yeah, falling. Oh, that's easy to be like. His immortality is nowhere. Falling. Or he the one that made up the whole thing. Me got an STD and things like that. He keep calling out, man, smoke up the place, because me know he falling. Man, trying to fuck him up. When they talk about swordsmen launching through people, like, games, like, when they launch through, that's how he launches through people. So, me not worry about the linear, me worried about his linear. If everybody do that. You don't want to watch the video. You said you showed us the wrong video, but make sure you're ready at the clock came and me can claim who me is, man. Okay, don't go back there talking about me falling. So let me say, that's all that's going on right now. It's a whole... We can mess with them on falling. You know how hard it is to fall? Me tried it before, and me had to stabilize. You feel me? We figure out the attributes of what needs to be stabilized. So if we bought them things, maybe he fall off from falling. Falling. We try to sneak ways to remember to have the attributes in our heads so we can remember what we didn't. Sharpen our swords to go against the Pangea military. Skydiving things. Have you met the angel that fell so y'all can fly? Have you met the angel that made them call it not falling with skydiving? You dig? Okay. You feel me? Dun, 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 dun. So that being said, as descendants, younger generations doing the same thing, get the swaggy things of what it is. Me pull up. And, made the Matrix, so, me get the whole black and gray, black and white type thing. But then the black and white become very colorable to show you black don't have to be known as a shade. It can be multiple colors. And white don't need to be known as a shade. It could be multiple colors, spectrum things. So, that being said, y'all, that is my business quote from the get-go. But it's too much swag from other people ranking from a skill set that me didn't even have words to explain before, nor did anybody else. Not understanding the robot that me is. Falling. Send his ass up, amen. Me put the bank in the bank. Don't give a fuck what you think. Rank. You dig? Because that's what I'm saying, right? It keeps, like I said, we just went 50 more minutes. You feel me? We went 50 plus and some change now. We're still talking about me not want to hear these things. But we're prepared to say, well, that man falling, these emotions should be there. Like the multiple times of history repeating itself and me coming and conscious of it. But the falling jokes is why me had to live a stagnant life outside of falling to get to where me at. But me walking now and falling at the same time. So that's not fair. So, that being said, the falling Goku. I'm just playing. But no, Zitch is Isa. So, that being said, right? Like me saying, over and over again, it's a whole thing about trauma clout, concuss people for me falling, because me not going to play that way. Deer's not in the crossing road. We know what animals respect me, because, you know, they're really passionate beings, you know, and they only maul people for not having that care. So that's what, I guess, you know, give me Hades title. And, you know, like me saying, me not care about people that don't care that me falling. You know, the kings of the jungle type animals are hard struck. You dig? You feel me? Told Tarzan, you're protected, man. So yeah, so you dig what me saying? But you know, like me saying, every day is a whole story about people. Like me say when we went outside and things like that. And over again, it's this whole problem about what me hearing. You're saying you're not going to let me talk because you know me falling. But if me was falling and wasn't these attributes, you would let me talk because you know, got him, caught him. Because me falling and great at the unicycle trick. We're not gonna listen. Yeah, you're going to take for the one. Like me said before, you're telling me people with great footwork get injured not because the crowd lying and loud and booing and things and putting people in danger, and they have to juggle people being in danger to it come to a flashpoint that maybe getting off the court for a moment will be good because the person falling gonna clean it up more. Wow, because beyond the court was cleaning it up and then it changed. So, you did? No, that's what this is. You're telling me people gonna come here and ignore me falling. And that give me my whole prestige that whatever come out my mouth, because it sound like open sesame type things, we're not gonna respect it. No, okay, say no more, right? So, that being said, right? You know, that being said, because we got more beast than not, we got the most bass. Send his ass up, amen. So, you know, it's crazy. And me here. And me just went a whole hour explaining what people are telling me they love God for. And they can't think of the word because me falling, right? And then like me saying about playing every position in football out falling, and because, you know, they think because me had to, like me said about it was helping more at one point, and then when it started triggering the other way, which well, you know, it's just helping myself, stupids, you know. We're not gonna pick the one falling, you know. We're not gonna look at his spirituality to be a leader. We're not gonna look at his astrally to know what he can become, which falling, right? You dig what I'm saying? So look at all that clout, fog, and things. Why, and did it with Turtle. And then we're not gonna look at his mental that he just took on the whole playbook, or just telling people to learn the 3-3-5 parts of the playbook. You dig? I told them it was scared just once before when me thought a kid could die or cry from what me not had worked hard enough, so me then put my pen up on the pedestal to never ever not just feel it from the other children that could feel it like good riddance. Now we're hearing just the difference of me. It's so easy cause you're talking like you really is me, but I'm telling these niggas I came with machetes once before. Now, voodoo, how I tell them Jamaica don't have it, how I got to stack and sit his ass up, amen. Magic, where these rupees coming from, I don't just know, but I just hope that they didn't know this. I ain't playing with you hoes. Okay, so, and no scout, I'm here to scout. you know, made a scout when I was on the court, things like that. But, you know, everybody else, when we get off the field and things, no other people to scout. Look for, because we know what I'm about to bring up. You deal with me saying? So we got a sportsmanship award to prove that we should have been in the league already. But it's okay. So, that being said, and known for, you know, the outskirts, Emerald Tablet, Atlantis Patriots, things like that. I'm looking and killing them just with my vision. My forces, this seem is my vision. This shit that me getting, the knowing, my senses be honored. They don't just be knowing, I'm honest. I gotta just show them, I'm terrified. By just looking just at my posture, the way that knowing the way that I usher the shit that they thought, and I tell the niggas swear that I pop is something just a legends a gusher and not like a bullet. Y'all talking, I know in the arrows I got them. I know in the shit that they knowing I'm gulling, but they don't be noticed the way that I show them. I had to get on it. I know that I had to be smart. That's the only way I could get out of the trenches. The shit that they talking, they bitches. I'm fucking it up with them talking the shit that their bitches be itching to act like they be. You feel me? The thing happened again with the no roof. Hey! So yeah, like that, we're going on it. We're going on these things, right? You hear them go, because you know me not talk like that. So, for that being said, we're still hearing it. So, man, just made a whole video that me don't care. Me handicap, bitch, right? Me don't care. Me don't hear. Me not want to hear a thing. Me not want to hear no foolery, no psychology. Me don't care. You feel me? Me gonna listen, right? Me gonna give y'all soap operas, but me falling. Where me should go? Okay. Me gonna listen, right? Me gonna hear all them things. Me gonna know where you're coming from. You gonna know me can fall to stop that. Me gonna fall. Then me not gonna say that. Then we're gonna act like me stupid. And we're gonna do that. You over till we come with a whole scenario like me in right now that me just explained over and over and over again. That y'all don't mess with the military, because the military gives benefits to handicapped people. Okay? So me not special, right? So all me trying to say is, if somebody needs benefits, the person that made the benefits can take their benefits too. Just because the time they need benefits, there's a lot of traffic between people that be like, oh man, you couldn't just use his own medicine for free. Don't mean a thing about it's not him, hers, or them's. So, crazy, right? And you know, it's just a simple over and over again. Let me say it. Me haven't sleep once. So now that it's been 26 years of being a vet, of saying we can call that sleep, man. We can call that falling asleep. But before, it was me zoning other people, because you know, people died from the silent war. So they wasn't living on the same beginning of time as, you know, the one-man army falling that ended war. Okay? And that being said, that one-man army was in the military base, wide open, being a Rite Aid hospitality, and making descendants and other people that could understand, let me just live my life, this is stupid, I'm not strong, I'm not going to get stronger than this, can sleep. And like I said, the people of that family could sleep, okay? And then the ancestor of that family didn't sleep with the one-man army that didn't sleep, because then they had to get through theirs to go to sleep. And then they had to get through theirs. Not unconscious, lost knowledge, brain still stretch, close your eyes, astral project, and vibrate your body to peace. Pharaoh, mummified things without the rap. You dig? So that's what it is, man. And yeah, all the way to the last ancestor that got to sleep, to the parents, which would be known as the real lost ancestors. But you know, the parents will be like, me don't never need sleep. And then the descendants, which is kid, gonna be like that too. To the point that the parents be like, it's okay, you can get to sleep. But you know, when you get to the ancestors, they gonna want to hold on to that. So that's what me saying. Me never sleep. Hello, how y'all doing? It's Ziza Ziza. What's the last name? How many times? Okay, it's known. It's emphasized. We know what happens when we pull up to the NO. We know what happens when we pull up to North Cross, the NO, right? Jamaica flag used to be camouflage of Pangea to represent Pangea in the military bases, and then when it stopped, it's okay to be your own culture and still be known as one continent, with them calling other things as multiple cultures. Vlog. How you doing, man? Wagwan. Simple. It's Webpoolz. It's simple, right? And satellites consistency of the story. And when me end this, still gonna go with what me say. So that being said, me have to clean a bowl, right? Me might eat some more because me falling and me should be able to enjoy my life with this wealth. And since people is jealous, right? Because I'm what I'm known for, and me just talking about falling. Me just talking about falling.